Hey guys, and welcome to Minikun Tutorials. So still within the framework of my Rode Wireless Go-To review series, in today's episode we will actually be looking at how to update the two transmitters. Okay, so I actually have them here. The two transmitters are right here, as well as the receiver. Okay, how to update the two transmitters as well as the receiver, by simply connecting them using these cables that come with them to my computer, okay, and updating them within the Rode Central app. All right, so you can see the Rode Central app right here on my PC with the big logo, all right. And nothing is connected, so that is why you just see the Rode Central app here with the big logo and nothing else, simply because I haven't connected the receivers the receiver as well as the two transmitters to my computer. All right. These cables are actually detachable, so I can just simply remove it this way, so it comes with these three cables, all right, and then one receiver, and then two transmitters. All right, so if you would like to know in detail what comes with the package and all of that, I suggest you watch the previous episode, because in the previous episode I showed you everything that comes with the package, including the 3.5 millimeter head to head TRS cable, okay, for you to be able to connect mount the receiver on your camera or connect it to your phone, and record using the transmitters by putting the transmitters, clipping them around your shed, on your shed around your neck area, and recording quality audio straight into your camera, so that after recording, your video, you will not have to go into Adobe Premiere Pro, and you'll have to sync your audio files and your video files and all of that, So just by using the TRS cable, you can actually make sure that you record straight into your camera, so that at the end of the day you come out with just your video file, and that is enough. In the previous episode, I actually did an unboxing where I showed all of these things, and more especially how to actually install the Rode Central app that you see right here on the screen, right? So I suggest you watch the previous episode in case you are new to the Rode Wireless Go-To. Today's video will just be centered on how to update the two transmitters as well as the receiver. Why is this so important? Because when you buy the Rode Wireless Go-To, most of the time, for instance, in my case, when I just unboxed, okay, the package, after the unboxing, when I plug them into my computer, after installation of the Rode Central app, when I plugged the two transmitters as well as the receiver to my computer, I noticed that there were updates and I needed to update them. From time to time, Rode always makes sure that there are updates, within the Rode Central app, so that as soon as you just simply connect the receiver as well as the two transmitters to your computer, these updates will pop up, and you can just download and install them to make sure that your Rode Wireless Go-To is up to date and is functioning properly. So that is actually the purpose of today's tutorial. But in future episodes, I'll be showing you how to make sure that you have the best settings of your Rode Wireless Go-To, okay, to ensure that you have the best audio quality in your videos and in your vlogs and all of that. All right. In the previous episode, I did an unboxing. In this episode, we'll be looking at how to update the software. In future episode, we'll look at how to set up your Rode Wireless Go-To and how to do the Rode Wireless Go-To settings to ensure that you have quality broadcasting audio. All right. With that said, let's head on to the computer and let me show you how to update the two transmitters as well as the receiver of your RØDE wireless go-to. All right, so to update the two transmitters, okay, the two transmitters as well as the receiver of your RØDE wireless go-to, as I explained, the first thing to do is to make sure that you install the RØDE Central app. Okay, I already have it installed on my computer, as you can see. But in case you don't have it installed and you would like to know how to install the RØDE Central app, it's very simple. I will show you how to do that. To install the RØDE Central app, you simply open your browser, okay, and then you simply type RØDE Central app. So RØDE Central, for instance, you have here RØDE Wireless Go-To Central app. So I just go ahead and select that, and then I have what RØDE Central or RØDE Companion app. So I just go ahead and select that. Okay, and then if I'm using Windows, then I select Windows. If I'm using MacBook, then I select what MacBook, and I just go ahead and install. It's as simple as that. Once you have it installed, it will just pop up this way. If it doesn't show up on your screen, you just look down and within your search menu, and you simply type the RØDE Central app, RØDE. You have it here. Just double click on it to open, and you'll have it this way. All right. So you can see currently that there are no devices showing on it. Okay, you cannot see. So that's why it's written here, please connect RØDE device to get started. So you go ahead and then with the help of the type A to type C USB cables that RØDE actually provide in the RØDE Wireless Go-To kit. Okay, so this is the type C end, okay, which attaches to either the transmitter or the receiver. So this is how it is. The type C end goes to this way, right? And then this end fixes to your computer, all right? So you plug this one of the, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. This one of the transmitters, you plug it. This is the receiver here, you also plug it, okay? So you have 3 cables for each of them. Then you have another transmitter, 2 transmitters, and 1 receiver. You make sure you plug them all. And as soon as you plug them to your computer, uh, they'll show up on the RØDE Central app. Okay, let me show you how that works. Okay, so you see that they will show up, and then the updates will just simply pop up, and then you go ahead and install them. All right. So first of all, let me show you how it works. If not, I also noticed that, for instance, if I should click on, let me show you so that it will be clear. Okay. So right, so if I should click on one of these, for instance, let's click on each of the the first one, this one of the transmitters. Please excuse me, sometimes I use transmitter and receiver interchangeably, where I'm talking of a transmitter and I say receiver, and for the fact that I'm talking about a transmitter, please just take it for what it is. I'm sorry about that. So but this particular one here should be one of the transmitters, right? So if I should click on it, let's see what it's saying. It's saying what, available firmware updates, okay? And so let me just click on update, for instance. Are you sure this will permanently delete all recording on the device? I just go ahead and say yes. I haven't recorded anything yet, so it's okay, and wait for that to be done. And then I also, okay, so I think that was this particular one that is being updated. See, it keeps going off and on because of the updates, I guess. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happens. Now the next is what, I probably had to do this update for the all tray to be fully charged or whatever. So let's go to the next one, which is this. So this one is properly updated, this particular one here. Let's update the next one, which is this one. I don't know whether it's the receiver or it's another, but let's just another transmitter, but let's just click on it. And they're saying what, I have my wireless devices ready. So I just say yes, I have them ready, and let's see. Perfect. After which we go ahead and then we update the next one too. So we just click on update again. Yes. After updating them, I'll then go into the settings to set okay, it's in process. Update is in process. Two are already updated. Now all three have been updated, and I'm waiting to see what would happen afterwards. They say, well, you may connect additional devices to check for updates. I'm done. I just have these 3 devices which I've updated. I think normally it's done, but I don't know why it's still turning around. Okay, so we finished updating all 3, and let me see whether I can go to, I can now close this, go to the settings. Perfect. And now you can see clearly the battery indication, okay, for all 3. The 2 transmitters and then the receiver. All right, so you can see clearly that so this is the transmitter, one transmitter here, TX. This is another transmitter, and this is the receiver, I guess, right? So you can see clearly that this particular one here is the one that wasn't turned on, which is this one that is still blinking, and that is simply because it wasn't fully charged. Okay, so I just have to wait for it to get fully charged, and then I'll then click on settings and then do my different settings that I may want to do. Okay, you know, or set each and every one of these. You know, and just click on one of these and do the necessary settings in terms of the light indicator, in terms of all the other settings. So I'll show you the settings in just a minute.